Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your 2026 tarot forecast. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or your north node. And Capricorn, 2026 is going to be a game changer energetically because we are going to have both Neptune and Saturn move out of Pisces into Aries. Neptune has been in Pisces for like 15 years, so that's going to be a big energy shift. The north and south node are going to move mid-year. Mercury is going to retrograde in the water signs, and we are going to have 4 eclipses. All right, so let's get into your message, Capricorn. Let's see what 2026 has in store for you. Okay, yes, this is magic. There is some magical energy, okay, around you, but big time, you are coming out of confusion and uncertainty in any area of life where somebody may have been trying to control you, manipulate you, lie to you. You're going to just see it for what it is. Okay, in fact, all through 2026, you're really reading people, Capricorn. You're seeing them for what they are. You're calling it like it is. And if you meet somebody and they seem really nice and sweet and all of that, but something just doesn't sit right with you, something doesn't feel right, you've got to trust that energy. You've got to trust yourself. Your soul is picking up on something, okay? So really, really trust your gut all through 2026. But also, there's this magic about you and around you. When you're ending 2026, you're going to look back and you're going to say, I couldn't have made this up if I tried. I couldn't have made this happen if I tried. Just the way the year unfolded for you, there's a lot of magical energy coming in, but you are seeing people for who and what they are. So you've got to very much trust yourself, Capricorn. Let's pull some more cards. '26 is a year to really pursue dreams and goals. Believe big, believe in magic, be open to the unexpected. Okay, entrepreneur. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Okay, so you've got some loved ones, some ancestors, some angels around you really supporting you. Now, not all of you want to be self-employed, right? Not all of you want to own your own business. Some of you, this is more about a different dream or goal in your heart. 2026 is the year to pursue that. And for those of you who do desire to be your own boss, to have your own business, 2026 is the year to really start pursuing that. If you need to learn something, let's go to school, let's buy some books, let's do some research online. If there's things that you need to change, it's time to make those changes. If you need to save money, like whatever it is that you need to do, that you can do right now in this moment towards dreams or goals or creating your own business, you need to take action. 2026 is so beautiful for you because remember, you got the magic and then you've got this energy of pursuit for dreams, goals, or becoming your own business owner. Okay, so this is the year to do that, to pursue that. So let's pull some more cards. But there's a lot of magic in relationships, in the way things are unfolding for you, in the way things just open up as you're reaching for them. This is an auspicious year for Capricorn. All right, January through April, we've got the Six of Cups. So there's definitely some energy, unfinished energy of the past that is lingering in your reality, January through April. But the opening message about dreams and goals of the past may very much be coming towards you January through April, because we are going to have 2 eclipses and a Mercury retrograde January through April. And retrograde brings the past back. Eclipses open doors, close doors, okay? So we're going to have the Mercury retrograde through Pisces. Mercury moves into Pisces on February 6th, goes retrograde on February 26th, and then returns direct on March 20th. And then we're going to have the Aquarius new moon annular eclipse on February 17th, and then the Virgo full moon total lunar eclipse on March 3rd. So we're having this Mercury retrograde and these eclipses around the same time, and that's awakening and activating. But also, because this card is coming out for January through April, there is energy from the past that's coming back in. For a lot of you, this is forgotten dreams, goals, ideas, changes you wanted to make, etc. And it's coming back to you this first part of 2026, because the energy behind the scenes is aligned for you to have success this time, okay? Some of you, there could also be some people trying to come back into your reality January through April. Also, we could be welcoming a new member to the family January through April with this Six of Cups. May through August, we've got the Queen of Wands. So you've got your spark, your energy is elevated, and this goes back to this being an auspicious year for you. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you have the strength, okay, to take action, to move forward. Don't hesitate. 2026 is your year, Capricorn, for success. Whatever you touch, whatever you do, whatever path you choose, there is success to be found. As long as you follow it through all the way to the end, you're going to have major success, because you've got this card right here. And things that just couldn't be in the past are moving in to your new year because it's time. And then April through August, you are just full of life. And April through August, we are going to have, May through August, we're going to have more eclipses, and we're going to have another Mercury retrograde, okay? So we're going to have Mercury now retrograding through Cancer. Mercury moves into Cancer June 1st, retrogrades on June 29th, goes direct in Cancer on July 23rd, and then moves into Leo on August 9th. So we're going to have another Mercury retrograde, which is going to empower you, and then the eclipses. We're having the Leo new moon total solar eclipse on August 12th. And then we're having the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse on August 27th. And eclipses, again, are about opening doors and closing doors. And so you're very sure of yourself, and things that you need to empower you and uplift you are going to be aligning to you through that second Mercury retrograde period in 2026 as it moves through Cancer. It's healing you, it's empowering you, your empathic ability is going to be heightened. This is absolutely the time to follow through on creative ideas, endeavors, okay, not holding back, not hesitating. This is a time to take action, May through August. And then September through December, we've got the Two of Swords. This is a strong message of don't let anybody steal your peace and happiness, Capricorn. All the good that's happening in your reality, you deserve it, okay? But not everybody is excited and on Team Capricorn. Some of them are jealous because I just see a lot of success for you, a lot of magic for you. And so September through December, it's like you're savoring in your victory. You're content, you're happy, but there may be some people that aren't doing as good as you, and they might be jealous, they might be envious. This is a strong message, is to protect your peace, protect your energy, and everything good that's happening to you and for you, you absolutely deserve. Okay, we got Saturn, discipline, obstacles, boundaries. So we have Saturn coming in with that Six of Cups for January through April. This is the planet that rules you in general, okay? But Saturn is about teachings and karmic balance. And what could not happen in the past, you have gone through the lessons and the refining, and it's changed you, and that's why this energy is returning to you in the present, January through April, is because now you do have what it takes to make that change, to make this dream into a reality. Or for some of you, this could be a relationship where you guys have both really gone through a lot since you separated, and now you're coming back together because you're both more grown and wiser. Next we have the moon, emotions, instincts, subconscious, and this is May through August. We got this moon energy, and remember, we're going to be having those eclipses, so the eclipses in August are very powerful for Capricorn, especially with that Queen of Wands, because we have the new moon solar eclipse in Leo, and Wands is fire like Leo. Okay, so there's new energy coming in, but there's also manifestation coming in for you with that full moon total lunar eclipse. Okay, new energy and manifestation, especially in August. But with the moon being the overarching astrological influence, May through September, this is about different cycles are completing, new phases beginning, new energy coming in, as well as manifestations, and you also being very in tune with your emotional energy, because this is when we're going to be having Mercury retrograde through Mercury retrograding through Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay, and here's something I didn't mention for September through December is we're going to have another Mercury retrograde through Scorpio, but we're also going to have Venus go retrograde in Scorpio and then back into Libra. Okay, so this is also a time of deep contemplation, and I can see that where you've learned things, you've completed a lot of lessons, and now as you enter September through December, you're just a different version of yourself. Okay, and now look at this. We've got the solstice, focus, transition, amplification. We're going to be having the winter solstice in December, right? So there's a big shift and change of energy as you wrap up 2026 as well. Okay, so you're already going to feel a big shift of energy because of Saturn and Neptune moving into Pisces, the north and south nodes. Okay, and this being a year where Mercury retrogrades through the water signs. You're going to already feel the difference in the vibration, okay? But life is shifting and is good and is magical through 2026. And then as you are almost at the end of the year, it's like just as the sun is moving back into Capricorn and you're going to wrap up 2026, there's also a big shift that takes place within you, consciously as well as emotionally and spiritually. And you're learning some deeper things. Not that you're going through these hard lessons to learn these deeper things, but just a stronger sense of the foundation of who and what you are, understanding your past, and being able to make dreams into reality, stuff that's returning from the past. It's viable. The stars are aligned, and so it can finally happen and unfold. And so you may be working on some things throughout the year, and then by the winter solstice, it's all good. Maybe some things happening during the summer solstice and some things happening during the winter solstice for Capricorn. But let's go deeper in, specifically January through April. Okay, so look at this. We've got the Three of Swords. So you've had some heartaches, some loss. And remember, the magic, the deeper understanding, the healing, the second chance, all of that January through April. So you're going to overcome that Three of Swords where it exists in your life. Next we have the Three of Wands. Nice. You've got the Ten of Pentacles coming in. The Eight of Cups. Ace of Swords. Hanged Man. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Swords. And King of Swords. Okay. Capricorn, where you were feeling something as a defeat. Okay. Through the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, where you were feeling something as a defeat and just like unable to move beyond it, to move past it. 2026 offers you the perception of the other way around. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And when you're hurting and struggling with things you've gone through, but there's just other things in life that are heavy and difficult, it feels harder to lift up out of that energy. It feels harder to heal, to release, to let go, right? But when you're carrying some heaviness in your heart, but it's like the whole world is just conspiring to make you happy, to bring you joy, it's easier to raise yourself up out of that energy, right? And that's what I see January through April, is the Wheel of Fortune is turning in such a way that it's favoring you and things are working out for you, okay? And because of that, you're lifting up out of some heavier energy that you've been working with, been moving through. And see, you are going to be walking away from Hanged Man, where you feel stuck, where you feel confused. You're walking away from that because you now have strong clarity through the King of Swords energy. You have that strong clarity and insight, okay? Because remember, there's a lot of magic going on, but walking away through the Eight of Cups means you've learned and you've grown a lot spiritually and emotionally through 2025 and maybe prior. So 2026 is where you're beginning to embark on a new path. You're going to have some breakthroughs in your life, especially January through April, okay? And stuff that you've kind of been waiting on, that's coming in. Those of you where this is the past coming back in, because remember, we've got the Six of Cups as the overall, with Saturn, the overall arcing energy for January through April. We also have Mercury retrograde going on and eclipses going on during that time, which is activating you and awakening you and activating and awakening others. And I do feel somebody is trying to come back in and talk to you because they feel the hardness, the sadness, the defeat. They want a new beginning with you, okay? But you may at this point feel like you've just grown, okay? So if somebody does return into your life in January through April, they may not still be around by the end of the year. And if they're not, it's because you decide, like, I don't need you back in my life. Okay? But the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, dreams or ideas or goals of the past that you've thought about, and it's resurfacing January through April. Capricorn, this is a time to really take action on that, okay? Because this is saying that you can go far. You start with the Ace, you end with the 10, and this is making progress, accomplishments, achievements, money, abundance. This is the year to follow those dreams and goals all the way through to the end. And I do feel there's a lot of communication and conversation. You're having breakthroughs in other relationships January through April, because you're feeling like you can easier express yourself because you've gone through your lessons, you've passed. Okay, so there's an element of struggle that's really lifting off of you. And so January, the past is coming back, but you're realizing how much you've grown and how much you've overcome, and you're able to have your healing closure completion, or you're finally ready to take a chance to have a second beginning, okay, at something that just didn't happen and work out in the past. All right, let's go to May through August with that moon energy. You're tying up a lot of old energy, loose ends, January through April. And I also feel there could be an increase in money, something positive around money. Also could be positive around home and living situations. But you're going to be getting over some sadness that you've struggled with for a while. Yeah, as I said that, the Strength card fell out. So yeah, you're going to be getting over some sadness that you've struggled with for a while. Yes, because look at you. May through August. You're strong, you're centered, you're balanced, you're in control, coming through as King of Pentacles, whether you're masculine or feminine, okay? You've got it together. You're feeling very empowered. Remember, you're getting your groove back. And we have the Cancerian Mercury retrograde. Okay, at Page of Cups, your intuition is very strong. The Star, this is wish fulfillment, healing, reaching the light at the end of the tunnel. Four of Wands, stability, happiness. Some of you may be moving. May through August, you may be moving into a new home. You may also be welcoming a new family member. I think we picked up on that, but that was more at the beginning of the year. And now we're in the middle of the year, right? There could be a new member to the family. Like, that's really strong. Oh my gosh. You got the Ace of Swords on the Ace of Swords. That is awesome, Capricorn. This is two big breakthroughs, two new paths, two new ways of seeing things. Conversations, second chance, a new beginning at a second chance. Okay? Very, very powerful. And magic, good fortune. Because what are the odds of the Ace of Swords landing on the Ace of Swords? Because that's the fifth card out of that deck. So in two different decks out of 78 cards, the fifth card both is the Ace of Swords, okay? So that's magic, that's good fortune, that's luck and prosperity. And now you've got the Fool. You're breaking free. See? New path, new you. Now you got the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. And that's on the Wheel of Fortune. And you've got the World, so you've got the Fool and the World coming out on the Five of Swords, the end of the heartache. And look at this. You're setting down the burden of the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a very heavy load that you've been carrying, okay? And it's like you can finally release. You can finally set it down. Okay, so the magic that's coming in, the way the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you all through 2026 is just filling your heart with happiness, love, and joy. There are new people coming into your reality, whether this is a new addition to the family, this is a new friend, this is a new romance, or this is like a new co-worker that you're going to just get very close to. I'm going to do a 2026 forecast specifically for love, so we'll go much deeper into love and romantic energies into that reading. But there's new connections coming into your reality through 2026, especially May through August, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is just turning for you. You're feeling happy. You're feeling blessed. And the World sitting on the Five of Swords, you're getting out of defeat. So mid-2026, you're happy. You're good, okay? And you're getting out of this Hanged Man energy where you felt stuck, unsure, confused, feeling like you had to give up a lot or really sacrifice to get what you wanted. You're coming out of that. Things feel easier. It's like paths are just opening for you. Opportunities are just coming to you. And again, strong indication that you could be moving. But look at this. There could be an unexpected windfall of money coming to some Capricorns. Now, I know that will not apply to all Capricorns, but Ten of Pentacles, January through April, the Star, May through August, okay? This is positive, positive, positive around money, job, resources, abundance, through January all the way to August, okay? This could also talk about an inheritance being received or an unexpected windfall of money somehow, some way. I mean, the universe is magic and you got this overall magic energy, okay? So for some of you, that magic is really going to unfold in a financial capacity. For others of you, you're getting the breakthroughs. You're finally having conversations with people. You're getting your clarity, your closure that you've been seeking, or you finally know how to begin implementing your idea into reality. You finally know which way to go to start fulfilling a dream or a goal. Okay, you're feeling centered and balanced and grounded. Your intuition is really on point, okay? Follow it through. Even if something just like kind of doesn't seem likely or whatever, but intuitively you're just feeling like something's going to happen or something's going to work out. Really trust that intuition, okay? Really trust it. And so with the moon coming in for May through August, I do feel that this is a very auspicious time for blessings for Capricorn. Okay, new beginnings times 4. You've got 2 Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. Some of you could be switching job. Okay, oh my gosh, we had the Entrepreneur. I just totally forgot about that card over there. Yes, pursuing dreams and goals. If you want to become your own business owner, having the King of Pentacles sitting at the center, 2 Aces of Swords, Ace of Cups, Entrepreneur up there, the Fool, yes. And the Star crowning, you're blessed towards that. You know what? It might be a lot of work at first. There might be a lot of energy to juggle. But you're on your path. You're going to have success here. Okay? So, May through August, really, really pursue dreams, goals. If you want to be your own business owner, this is the year to follow that through to the end, okay? And on top of that, there's a lot of new energy that's coming into your reality. New beliefs, new people, new places, new ideas, new knowledge. A lot of new energy coming in for Capricorn in 2026. And wishes coming true. Magic is all around you. It's an auspicious year for Capricorn. All right, let's pull some cards for, as I'm saying that these 3 slip out, or these 4 slip out, what do we have? So we've got 3 of Wands. You got the 3 of Wands again. The Ace of Cups, you got that again. The Star, you got that again. So you've got those double now on top of that Ace of Swords, and then the Hermit. This is talking about how wise and ready you are. You've been doing a lot of work with Saturn. You've gone through trials and tribulations. 2026 is the year where all of that transforms, and now you are ready, okay? And this is where your ships are coming in. Your wishes are being fulfilled. New love is filling your heart. New connections coming in to your life, okay? So let's shuffle, because those jumped out, and so that's pretty synchronistic. In September through December, we have Venus going retrograde in Scorpio back into Libra, and the retrograde starts October 3rd and goes all the way until November 13th, and that's really going to have you in your emotions. Pay attention to your intuition, your creative ideas during that time. Follow through, and again, you're just going to be really reading people. And then we're also going to have Mercury retrograde through Scorpio. It's going to start retrograding on October 24th all the way through November 13th. So that's pretty much the same time that Venus is retrograding through Libra, and then going direct in Libra is the exact same time frame as you're having Mercury go retrograde through Scorpio, okay? And so those 2 retrograde energies, total closure, total understanding, okay? But I also feel there's some blessings that are going to be coming in with that energy, and there's also more people coming back from the past, okay? I do feel a strong essence of people trying to reconnect with you, whether old friends, family members you're estranged from, or exes, okay? I do feel the last 4 months of the year, when we go into that Venus and Mercury retrograde, there's people trying to come in, and you've changed and you've grown. That's why you've got the 2 swords, because look at this. You've got these 2 swords, and then in both hands, you are strong. You know what to do to protect yourself. If somebody could play on your emotions or manipulate you in the past, they don't have that same power over you anymore, and they may not realize that when they are trying to come back in. But you've grown, you've moved on, you're strong. And what you're worried about is victory and success, with Chariot sitting at the center. That's all you're concerned about, is your next move, okay? You are all about victory and success through 2026, and anything that's going to break that stride, you're not interested in pursuing, because things have just started working out so well for you. You really trust the flow, and maybe you, at some point, you wanted to reconnect to somebody from the past that's coming back in, but by the time they do, you just realize how much you've changed and grown, and you're feeling successful and happy, and you're very focused and motivated on what you're pursuing. And this person might be a bit shocked, because I see you blocking your energy. All right, Palace of Swords. Yes, if you guys are moving, it's really going to be a step up with the Palace of Swords. This is like penthouse type of energy, okay? It doesn't have to mean like you're moving into a penthouse, but those of you that are moving, this is a big, beautiful step up. And you might even be like living in a high rise, where if you're in an apartment, it's on a very high floor, things like that. But this is talking also about your consciousness and the way that you are innovative and creative and thinking about things. I'm telling you, this is your year to pursue dreams and goals, and just tell yourself, from January 1 to December 31st, I am fighting for this, and I'm not giving up, and I'm not stopping no matter what. And you're just going to make absolute magic, Capricorn. Okay? Getting over sadness of the past, things that once hurt you, you could care. You're really changing. Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. So the end, 2 aces. And look at that. That's Saturn. Saturn in Sagittarius. Okay, and it's coming through. Yeah, you're done with that Saturn energy. Queen of Swords, you are protecting your... Why am I putting that there? You are protecting your peace. Victory and success. And you want to know what? This is Leo in Jupiter. Jupiter just so happens to be moving into Leo at the end of June of 2026. Okay? And so Jupiter moving into Leo at the end of June is going to be a blessing for you. It's especially blessing you September through December. Okay, Jupiter will be in Leo from the end of June 2026 to the end of July 2027. All right, so that is very symbolic and synchronistic for you. But this is recognition, rewards, victory, success, standing out, being in the limelight. So those of you, just an example, start social media in January through April, and you're putting your whole heart and soul into it all year long. By September, October, November, December, it's like really growing. You're getting a lot of recognition. Those of you creating businesses, it's like by the end of 2026, you have a lot going on. This is victory and success right here. And that comes out with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, and then the Six of Wands. This is your journey to that victory the last 4 months of the year. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune has turned in your favor, bringing opportunities. And, you know, I do feel like the eclipses have a big part of this. And then Jupiter moving into Leo just empowers you even more. And so this is big time success as you wrap up 2026. Now you got the Ten of Cups. This is ultimate happiness. And the High Priestess. So you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Tens are all about the completion of the journey. Okay? And for you, through 2025, you've been working with Saturn, which has grown you. And this is just talking about how intelligent you are, how wise you are, how much your consciousness has expanded, okay? And the journey from there has continued, and it's been growing you spiritually. But as you end 2026, you're done with that part of the journey, that leg of the journey as well. So consciousness has expanded, soul has expanded, and you're ready for 2027. And those of you where it's like your dream, your goal, or your business that you've been really focused on through 2026, it's going to have ups and downs. It's not going to be just this easy journey. But as you're wrapping up 2026, you're going to feel so proud of yourself for sticking to it and not giving up. And then this is, you know, the primary energy of how you transform through 2026. There was sadness, heaviness, burdens on your heart as you came into 2026, but because the completion of the journey, like cycles are wrapping up, you are transforming into this King of Pentacles, which is very strong and able and capable, and then that leads you into great victory and success. Okay, so this is the transition of your energy through 2026, and it's quite powerful. Okay, and then, you know, here, because of what you've gone through in the past, you are changed, and you are really going to honor and appreciate your successes and your victories. Whereas before, it's not that you were ungrateful, but you've gone through some stuff, and so you just have a deeper sense of appreciation and gratitude for your success, your accomplishments, and your achievements, because it's been a journey, okay? But you can expect happiness. You're coming out of defeat. It's over. It's done. Those lessons you've mastered, and now you get to enjoy some time of happiness and success. You get to enjoy the Ten of Cups energy for a while. And you've got the Ace of Cups and you've got the Ten of Cups coming through. So new emotional journey is beginning for Capricorn through 2026. And the Chariot with the Six of Wands, this is your year. Capricorn, what is it that you want? What do you want to achieve? This is the year that you're going to make it happen. Believe and just move forward. Make that your goal for 2026. You know what? I'm going to make this happen, and you will. Because the hardest part of Saturn is coming to an end. Saturn's not easy to deal with, but you've passed the test. Yes, you are getting a positive, happy outcome. Even though you can't see the path forward, you've got to trust, you got to keep going. That's where your intuition comes into play. It's going to be strong, okay? And then, yeah, the Ace of Cups coming in, and now you've got the Love with the Giraffe. New connections, new interests, new hobbies, rare opportunity. This is, I'm telling you, the year to really pursue and make changes. Be strong. Push yourself through even when you don't want to. And River, let love build a bridge. Okay, so yes, there's definitely going to be some people that want to get worked out with you, okay? Whether it's estranged friends, family, or ex-romance. There's definitely some folks that want to reconnect with you. I got the wasp on the bottom where it says mistake. I don't know. This is just a general reading. You've got to decide, okay, whether you want to let somebody back into your reality or not. But I just see you changing and coming into such a time of success. You got positive outcomes. You got positive outcomes you don't see yet. I just think you're moving on and you're moving forward. You got positive outcomes that are going to fill your heart with love and joy, which just opens you up to some rare opportunities. And with Let Love Build a Bridge, that could also be where you're finally going to be able to forgive and forget and release and let some stuff go. Ending the year with that High Priestess energy, you've grown so wise just through everything that you've gone through. And love, I do feel that is like that new addition to the family, or these new people that are going to be coming into your reality. You got Ace of Swords again. That's ×3. 3 big breakthroughs. 3 opportunities, 3 blessings. This is coming out on positive outcome. And the Ace of Swords is the yes card. So I feel that 2026 is very positive. I mean, it started out with magic, okay? Queen of Cups on obstructed view. So when you can't see or you feel like you can't decide, you really need to tap in to your intuition, because that will guide you perfectly. 8 of Swords. Okay. This is you really wanting, you're very protective of yourself, Capricorn, through 2026. And it may be because you've just gone through too much. but you're very guarded about your energy, your space, what you have, and what's going on. And it may be because of what it took to get where you're headed. And you're just like I said, that deeper sense of appreciation. Next is the Tower. Something very special is coming in. And remember, up here, we saw potential unexpected money, windfall of money, right? Doesn't have to be money for all of you, but with the Tower coming out to clarify rare opportunity, expect some serious magic, okay? The unexpected. This could even be where you just have this chance encounter and you meet your favorite celebrity. Like, there's some serious magic here, Capricorn. And Four of Swords. This is a year that is meant to be more balanced, more peaceful, more harmony. And look at that. You've got the Two of Swords again on the bottom. Capricorn, protect your peace. Okay? Even if you have a big heart, if somebody is like, you know, trying to, I'm gonna put that over there. Somebody's trying to come back into your life, or come into your life, and you feel different, it's okay. You're not bad. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to let somebody back into your reality. I'm just getting, you know who are the good seeds and who are the bad seeds, and protect your peace and your success from the bad seeds, because there's so much good that is coming in for you, and they don't deserve any bit of the good that's happening for you. You've gone through it. You've worked hard. You're making this happen. You deserve this magic, and this magic is also what's carrying you into the creation of your own business, or really achieving a dream or a goal. Just put it out there, universe. What would it take? How do I need to change? What do I need to know? Align me. And the universe will just move mountains, Capricorn. If your heart is open and ready to receive, the universe will move mountains. Yes, 1144, leveling up. That's your angel number for 2026, and the message behind it. You are leveling up through 2026. And when you see 1144 or 11s or 4s repeating in your reality, that's a reminder from your angels that you're leveling up, Capricorn. All right, so those are your messages. I am wishing you such a beautiful and blessed 2026. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.